Good morning! So it is Monday today, and that also means that it is the start of my weekly vlog. I decided that I was going to do a weekly vlog of me being an English language assistant for a week because I feel like there's not very many videos on it, especially English language assistants in Germany. I'm going to take you along with me this week, and yeah, hopefully it'll be interesting, I don't know. Yeah, so today is Monday and I don't actually start work until around 10:30, which is really nice. It's about 8 now, so I've got some time to get ready, and yeah, so I'm just gonna make some breakfast and then start my day. Okay, hi guys, so I finished getting ready for work now, and I've still got a long time before I actually need to be there. It's 9:10 now. So had a shower and got dressed. I just wanted to give some context to this video before I go off to work. I technically work in 3 schools. I say technically because I was actually contracted to work in 2 schools only, but I'll explain that in a sec. So I work in a gymnasium, which is the equivalent of a grammar school, a Gemeinschaftsschule, which is the equivalent of a comprehensive school, and then the Oberstufe, which is my 3rd school, which is part of my Gemeinschaftsschule. It's the 6th form part of my comprehensive school, but it's in a different place. So it's kind of confusing, but yeah, that's kind of the situation right now. I've been doing this now since end of September, so it's been about 7 months. I feel like I have a good idea now of what they expect from me and kind of how much responsibility I have as an assistant. I wanted to show you what sort of a typical week for me looks like. I'm pretty sure I have all my lessons this week. It's very common to not have all of your hours in a week because they're doing a class test or they don't need you for whatever reason. Last week I didn't have work for one day because they were doing a class test. So yeah, it's very easy to not actually make your 12 hours, even though 12 hours isn't a lot anyway. Today I have my grammar school, and thankfully I live really close to it, so I only need to walk like 5 minutes and I'm there. I only have 3 hours today. Obviously, I don't think I'll actually film anything while I'm in the classroom because I'll be teaching. I'll show you what I do around my lessons. Yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of what my day might look like. Now I'm going to head off to work, so I'll see you later. Hello, so I'm back home now. It is 2:45. Basically just did some work earlier. My schedule was a bit weird today. When you saw me this morning, I was getting ready for the first lesson of the day for me, which was at 10:30. Turns out I don't know what happened to that teacher. He wasn't in the classroom that he's normally in. It wasn't even the same class, so I'm not really sure what was going on there. I went back to the staff room after that and just continued doing some more work, but I did have the other 2 lessons, so it was okay. So my plans for the rest of the day are to just do a food shop, do some work, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, there's not really much to do with teaching. There's a lot of planning involved, and there's a lot that goes into a lesson before the lesson starts. I'm prepping for a lesson on Wednesday, which will be on Brexit. But thankfully, I actually have like a lesson plan and some materials that my teacher gave me, so I don't actually have to do too much for that. I'm going to go food shopping now. So anyway, I'll check in with you later. Bye. Good morning again. Another change of plan. I was meant to have a lesson now, basically at 8:30, but the teacher that I was meant to have is sick, so I don't actually start until 9:30 today. That's 2 lessons that I haven't been to so far this week because I actually have a new class with a different teacher. I know her, but I've never had a class with her before, so that'll be quite interesting. And that's about it. I will see you later. Bye. Let's go to work. Hi guys, so I'm back home now. I ended up staying at school for a bit so that I could do some work and sort out what I'm doing for work tomorrow. When I got home, I made some lunch. I had Maltaschen, which is kind of like big ravioli that you cut up and then fry. It sounds kind of strange, but it's actually really good. Since I've pretty much done everything that I need to do tomorrow, I am just gonna chill for a bit. Okay, speak to you later. I'm just about to do some lesson planning. There are kind of a few things that I do. First of all, something that I always do is I Google for a lesson plan, and I actually did this earlier. So for one of my classes, I was asked to plan a lesson on letter writing and formal letter writing, informal letter writing, things like that. Looked up a lesson plan earlier and I found this website. Normally I'll use this website, which is called Lingua House. The website that I showed you first of all was something that I really liked and I found it quite helpful. I think a good way of figuring out whether a lesson will actually be helpful is to think of it of you as a student. If you had this as a lesson plan, would you find that helpful? So for example, starts off with the learning outcomes, and then it gives you like a concept map, which I think is really cool, and I definitely get them to copy that because I think that this would be really helpful for them to remember what elements need to be included in a formal letter. And then it's like letter parts here, warm-up activities, and then discussing the features of formal and informal language. I have already done formal and informal language with them, so I might, as a sort of warm-up, get them to tell me what they remember about that lesson. Hopefully they remember some stuff, wasn't too long ago. So one of the exercises as well that they give is a sample letter. It says to divide the class into groups, get them to look at the letter and see what is wrong about it. So I think that that's a really, simple lesson plan. The reason why I don't really like to make them myself is because I feel like I would always leave stuff out that would inevitably be helpful. For example, like that concept map that I showed you before, I would never think of having something like that. So I think lesson plans made by teachers are the most helpful. Of course, they know what to include, they've tried it already. I'm just going to sort of take this, modify it so that it's relevant to my own class. I was also asked to do a lesson plan on asking questions. That's for class 6, which is like sort of year 8 age. I need to look up some games that I can do with them because when you're a bit younger, you can't really sit down and have like a really formal lesson about these kinds of things. So I want it to be informative and also fun, and I think a game would be the best way to engage all the students. If I don't do anything else tonight, then I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope that me kind of explaining my lesson and explaining why I include some things was helpful. Yeah, so I will see you either later or tomorrow. Bye guys. Hi guys, so I'm back home now. I'm just having some cereal. I was actually able to finish earlier today. I've been home for a little bit, I haven't really done much. Tomorrow actually, I don't need to go to work. This vlog really does show that a lot of the time you don't make the 12 hours that you're supposed to work. And the reason why I don't need to go tomorrow is because they have like homeroom, which is kind of, I think that's like an American thing, but it's basically where your classes get together with their tutor and I guess they like talk about stuff, I don't know. But it just means that I don't need to go in because they have that homeroom thing in 4th period and I was only meant to come in for 3rd and 4th. So they were like, well, there's no point in you coming in for 1 period, so you don't have to come in. Which is fine with me. That just gives me more time to kind of prepare for my other lessons and things like that. I think what I might do today is do some uni work. My university, I go to the University of Exeter. We actually have year abroad tasks that we need to complete. I kind of want to start it today, but I also, since I'm not working tomorrow, I don't know if I might as well just do it tomorrow. That's one of the, I guess, issues of being an English language assistant, is that you have a lot of free time, and because you have a lot of free time, don't necessarily have a lot of things to fill in that free time with. I will check in with you later and then see if I end up actually doing anything. Alright, bye guys. Must have been really windy last night. Good morning, it is Thursday. Today is actually fun because I'm going to Paris tomorrow, so I need to pack for that. One of my really good friends just moved to Paris for her year abroad. I think she moved this week, and so since I live so close to Paris and it's really easy for me to get there, what I'm gonna do today is just make sure that I have everything ready and prepared for Monday, because I'm coming back on Sunday sort of late-ish. I'll probably get in at around 8, and even though I start pretty late on a Monday, I just want to make sure that I have everything ready so that if I do need to print stuff out or photocopy anything, I have the chance to. So I will be vlogging this Paris trip this weekend. I'm really excited. I'm just really happy that I get to see her because I know that she's been feeling a little bit lonely, and I think it'd be nice to see a friendly face. Let's start our day. This is my breakfast today. I have some scrambled egg with spinach on top of a like cornbread thing. I also have some fruits and then a nice big mug of green tea. I've finished planning for my asking questions lesson. Generally, I've had somewhat of a productive day. It's 6:10 now, and so I'm going to make myself some dinner. I need to pack. I still haven't packed yet. We'll go make some dinner now and I'll take you with me. Walking to the kitchen. So this is my kitchen. Not very exciting. Now, here is the fridge. Dun dun dun. So this is rice with vegetables. This has got also chicken with vegetables in. we have hijacked a movie set.
In
We
Paris.
think anyway.
Oh, definitely.
Hello, so I'm back home now in Hamburg. I had an amazing time in Paris and I was actually meant to stay until the evening today, but I decided to come back early because I'm going back home on Tuesday, as in home to the UK. Over the weekend we got emails from my uni saying that if we want to go home we can. Then all the schools shut down in my region anyway, and I think they've shut down schools in all 16 states in Germany, so I wouldn't have anything to do anyway and I wouldn't have any work, so yeah, I'm pretty much ending my year abroad here, which feels kind of surreal. I'm not really going to be coming back. Technically schools are closed until the end of Easter, which is at the end of April, but that would mean that I would come back here for a month and then go again because I finished it in May. I will have to come back at some point to get the rest of my stuff because there's a lot of things here that I won't be able to bring with me because I'm flying home. Yeah, really don't know what's gonna happen with that, so I'm just gonna pack as much as I can. I'm kind of nervous that Germany will close its borders and then I won't be able to go home. I guess we'll just cross that bridge when we get there, and I hope that everything works out. I guess that's the end of my weekly vlog. I feel like this has been the weirdest week of my life. I guess this wasn't like a super great representation of what my last, oh my gosh, this is my last week. Yeah, so I guess that wasn't really like that great of a representation of what work was like. You know, there were a few actually, you know, typicalities, like not fulfilling all of my hours and having lots of free time and not really knowing what to do, and then planning lessons. Technically I think I'm still actually working because I messaged my teachers and they said that we still need to prepare material, we're just gonna do it like online. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I guess this is my last week in Germany for now. Although, you know, this isn't like the nicest way to end. I would say that despite all the flaws in being an English language assistant, it's definitely done a lot for me, and I still do feel like I've done my year abroad even though I didn't technically see it the whole way through. Anyhow, I hope that this still informed you of what being an English language assistant might be like. So now I'm going to pack, and I don't think I'm going to vlog any of that. Yeah, so if I don't have anything else to say later on, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this video was helpful. Please comment down below if you're an English language assistant right now, or if you are thinking of doing an assistantship for your year abroad next year. I will see you in my next one, which will be in the UK. Alright, bye guys.